Today we're gonna go through the split squat, parallel, rotational pass. We're gonna do about 3 sets, 10 reps on each side. Again, because it's split squat, we're gonna wanna utilize each leg. Depends on what we want though. If we're looking at high reactivity, maybe we'll do 5, make sure that we're focusing on power. If we really wanna focus on hip strength, we're gonna do a little more volume, do our 10 reps. This is gonna be great for rotational strength. It's gonna be a great exercise for Odell here to work on all 3 things. There you go. That's it, that front leg. There you go. Perfect. Keys to this drill are gonna definitely be staying low and making sure that the hips stay square. When you rotate, it's gonna force you to open up your hips, and that's what we don't want. We're gonna get our rotational strength by keeping our hips square the entire time. Also wanna put the brunt of our weight on our front leg, so it should be a front leg supported exercise. Again, we want people to be able to trust their front leg, especially when they're cutting and planting. Also wanna be able to build up some quad strength in the front side while getting some extension in the back end.
It just puts you in positions, when you go to make breaks, you want to be able to have your, we say shoulder over your toes, and it puts you in a position where you're using your quads to get out of your break. You're always in this position when you cut, and if you come and you're here with it, then you're going to lose your balance or something like that. So it allows you to, use your trunk, and also you get to use your hands and eye coordination catching the ball. So it's a good drill. Balancing weight training and field work is, it's not so difficult for me just because I'd rather do more on the field stuff than, more in the weight room stuff. But balancing it is crucial just because, you could be as good as you want on the field, and, if you don't have any kind of weight strength, then at some point there's gonna be somebody out there who's just strong enough to where all of the stuff you did on the field isn't gonna matter. A lot of drills that Coach Dennis and I do are based on single leg strength.
This exercise is going to be a single leg speed squat. We're going to utilize the Kaiser because it's going to allow us to accelerate as fast as possible. Single leg is going to be really important. We want to make sure that we're balancing out any asymmetries. Also understand that because of his position, again, he's going to be utilizing one leg in and out of his break, so we want to make sure that they get the adequate strength and speed applied to it. Toe, big chest. That's it right there.
It's crucial, especially as being a receiver for the most part. Anytime you're making a cut, it's off one leg. No matter, even if you're breaking down into your basic edge cut, you're still using one leg to plan off. So having the proper quad strength is really crucial for me. Being explosive, being dynamic, it's a lot easier to cover a guy when he's slow and he doesn't move as well. So being able to be explosive in and out your break is really what separates you from the rest of the others. I think the only thing that I do different is I just play, even when I'm training, I'll mess around with a bunch of different sports. I'll go juggle a soccer ball, try and kick a soccer ball just to, get your, your feet right, or even going to play baseball, just knocking around and, messing around, shooting hoops, whatever it is. I do a lot of different things just to keep myself, an all-around athlete, which is what I've always been all my life. Football fit is different. Football is short bursts, 4 to 6 seconds in a play. To get in football shape, you just need to do a lot of sprints, multiple, say you did 40-yard sprints, do 20, 40-yard sprints. What's different is, visualizing, throughout your workout, visualizing yourself making plays.
Belt high catch and a dive at the 1 to the goal line. Touchdown!
Throws right down the sideline. Odell Beckham Jr. makes the catch, runs out of a tackle. Touchdown, Giants!
And just the intensity that you bring to it and the amount of effort that you put into it, you'll get the results on the back end.
This movement is a half kneeling curl to overhead press. Again, we want to start to incorporate the upper body in a lot of the movements that he does. It's not just all about the lower body. We understand there's going to be a lot of hand fighting. There's going to be a lot of pushing around, navigating. He's going to have to use his arms and free space. Also, people are going to try and push him around. So this is going to be a great way for him to be able to focus on his core strength again, but now utilizing the upper body by going in this one-arm position. It's also going to help open up his lower body as well by putting him in a half kneeling position. Think about 3 sets again, 3 or 4 sets at about 8 to 10 reps on each arm. Again, we want to build in some volume, definitely build in some core strength. While he does this, we want to make sure that the shoulders are healthy as well. Understand that as football players, they got to have healthy shoulders.
This one really allows you to fully use your core. When you get up to the line, and it's press coverage or something like that, is having a plan of action already before you even start. So maintaining strength throughout there allows you, if you get pushed or jammed up and they get a hold of you, you have enough strength to be able to bring yourself back into a position where you can use your hands, and then also allows you to, use your upper body strength, your shoulders and whatnot to be able to fight off defenders.
Keys to this position, like a lot of our other positions, are going to be when he's in that split squat stance, making sure that the shin angle is going to be forward, so he's going to have a slight forward lean while he does this. Doesn't mean that he's going to bend at his trunk at all, though. Wants to stay in neutral the entire time. Good strong curl, and then when he presses up overhead, it should also be in line with his ear. Not thinking about it being out behind him or out in front of him. Going to be the key points that we're looking for.
To me, I've always felt like that fourth quarter was something that you don't really train yourself for physically. Like, that's one of those mental things. Do you have enough up there to be able to control the rest of your body? I know that there's been times where I've cramped in the fourth quarter and you just keep playing just because that's what you want. Like, you want it. So that's one of those things where you have to dig down deep inside, and kind of something that I've always preached, like, how do you want to be remembered? Do you leave the game in the fourth, or are you there till that last second takes?
Manning on the slant. Beckham! Touchdown!
Receptions in 12 games, 2 tonight, and that's Beckham making the catch. And off to the races he goes.
This is just something that I want to do, so it doesn't take a lot of effort to motivate myself to, get up and work out or want to be great. It's just something that, growing up with the parents I grew up with, is just something that they put into me. You could ask anybody. You can't ever, just wake up one day and be like, oh, I don't feel like working out today. I know everybody's done that, and it's just something that, you got to think about the next guy. Is he getting up? Is he working out already? And, what is he doing?
What a catch! Touchdown! What an effort!
What a catch by Odell Beckham.
Just get the ball in his hands.
This is unbelievable. How about that catch by Beckham? You have got to be kidding me. Incredible.
Exactly how do I want to be remembered? I definitely want to be remembered as one of the greatest to ever do it.